Okay, before I read about him harassing women, okay, August 22nd, 2022, he had a failure to appear in what's his Lato County, which is Moscow. Charge, vehicle safety restraint failure to use. So he had to show up for court for that? Or he didn't pay the fine, maybe? Okay. $10 fine. And he didn't show up? Okay, this is from New York Times. There's some interviews here. And it says, Bryan harassed women at Pennsylvania brewery. Okay. And it talks about that, you know, he murdered the Idaho 4. He allegedly frightened women staffers at the Pennsylvania brewery near his hometown. Let's see. What else? They said several months ago at the Seven Sirens Brewing Company, several times harassing the women who worked there. That's what the owner said. He usually sat alone at the bar, observing and watching, stood out for his interactions. Wow. The brewery, which scans everybody's ID, has a system in which a staff can add notes or comments about the patron. Staff put in there, hey, this guy makes me creepy. Keep an eye on him. He'll have 2 or 3 beers and then just a little too comfortable. He would ask women, staff, or customers if they were at the brewery, who they were with at the brewery, and where they lived. Oh my God. If their women weren't interested, he would get upset. In another instance, he called an employee a bitch because she refused to answer questions. He was forced, or they confronted him during his final visit there. I went up to him and said, hey, Bryan, welcome back. We appreciate you coming back. I just wanted to talk to you real quick and make sure you're going to be respectful this time, and we're not going to have any issues. The alleged murderer was stunned after that. He was shocked that I was saying that to him. I don't know what you're talking about. You totally have me confused. He stayed for just 1 beer and he never returned. The interactions happened months ago. Okay, he graduated in 2022. And just so you guys know, I'm not reading this word by word, but I'll give you the link and you can read this word by word. Okay, another friend said he was an intelligent student in high school, but he was often bullied and he could turn into a bully himself. They said he struggled with heroin and weight loss. It was bad, former classmates said. There was definitely something off about him, like we could tell exactly what it was. I remember one time when I was walking in the hallway and he stopped me and was like, do you want to hang out? Right? But Bryan was bullied a lot and I never got the chance to say something to defend him because he would always run away. Despite always performing well in school, he was often rejected and bullied by girls. And they believe that may internalize, leading him to lash out and commit violent crimes. Suddenly changed in senior year when he lost a lot of weight. He always wanted to fight somebody. He was bullying people. We started cutting him off from our friend group because he was a 100% different person. Okay. Oh, after the murders, he still went to school. Okay, police said he likely acted alone, people. Okay, so I'll put the link if you want to read this word by word. Okay, this is from the Daily Mail. I do not know if they interviewed this person, okay, or if this was somewhere on the internet. And you know, you can't believe everything you see and read on the internet. However, this is kind of interesting. And also, I want to say, why would a police officer involved in his arrest share stuff with this person or somebody he knew about the case. He was arrested only 40 minutes from our home near our aunt and uncle's. We went to school. Went to school with my cousins. His sister lived in our town. A good friend of ours was one of the cops who had been following him the last couple days. He coaches with my husband, and he was telling him all the crazy details. Why would a cop do that? He followed him into a grocery store, and he wore gloves the entire time. He's not stupid. He's been very careful. He's been stalking them for weeks. Not sure if they have ever interacted, but his cell phone pings everywhere they went for weeks. He's talking about the victims. So freaking scary and disturbing. I've been so invested in this case the last 6 weeks, and to find out how close he is to us, and one of our friends found him and arrested them. See, I don't know if a cop would do that. And Bryan's family, they are all in the medical field as counselors, went to school for psychology, which I find is interesting. Okay, I'm going to play this clip from News Nation now about somebody who knew Bryan.
I used to go on night runs with him because, like, I didn't want to go running at night by myself. So I would text him like, "Hey, you want to go for a run?" We go for 6-7 mile runs at night. So like when I saw who it was, I was just in like complete shock. I'm still kind of like shaking knowing about that. Like, it's just unreal to think somebody could actually do that to somebody. Like, it's absolutely like mind-boggling. Like, my adrenaline's still kind of running after finding that information out. So just I feel for the families, and I'm just happy justice can be served now.
So he would go on 6-7 mile runs at night. Okay. And here's the route he would take to go back to Pennsylvania. Okay, there's this 37-hour route right here, or the 40-hour. I mean, that's a long time. That is crazy, people. Here is the family's home, right here.